so I'm at the gym. I'm doing a bit of a warm-up right now, but when I first got here, all I saw was the bouldering area, and then I walked around a little bit, came downstairs, and they basically have this sick training dungeon with like a spray wall, all these hangboards and stuff. So I'm warming up, getting ready to do the lattice test. I found a 20mm edge, so I have to do that for max hangs. So 7 seconds with max weight added in a half crimp position. And then I also have to do that at 60% of total load for as long as I can, doing 7 on 3 off repeaters, which I will probably get destroyed by just because I have no power endurance. And then I have to do 2-rep max pull-ups, added weight, and then hip flexibility. And then I think I'll climb a bit on the spray board. Try to get some cool shots down here in the training dungeon. Okay, so I just finished up the 2-rep max pull-ups. So I tried for 34 kilograms, which is like 74 pounds, I think, something like that. But I couldn't get it. I could only do like 1.5 reps, so I dropped it down. Took it in at 30.5, so like upper 60s. So I'll hang on to that for now, and then I think I'll move on and try to go over to the max hangs. So just warming up right now. Luckily I've done some training before, so I have an idea of like how much weight, but I've never trained on a 20mm edge. So we're gonna adjust the weight a little bit and see what I can pull. Also, I'm used to weight everything in pounds, so converting to kilograms real quick. We'll take some guesses and see what happens. I think I'm gonna start out with 12 kilograms, see if I can hang that, and then go from there. I think I'm getting closer and closer to the limit. Right now, I'm about to bump it up. I'm at 17 kilos. I think this next one, if I go up to 20 kilos, it'll probably be right there at the limit. But I'm checking the video, making sure like my form's pretty good, like trying to maintain that half crimp, and also making sure I'm hanging for a proper duration, looking for around 7 seconds. So things are going well right now, and then we'll have to do the repeaters. But I think the problem is you're supposed to have a pulley system, but so you can take weight off your body if you need to, because you're only supposed to do 60% of max load. But because I'm so weak, like 60% of max load is taking weight off my body, and there's not a pulley set up here. So I think I'll just end up doing that at body weight, or maybe do body weight on a bigger edge or something. I don't know, just to like try to figure it out. Yeah, gonna have to make some adjustments and stuff. Hopefully they can still use the information that I send them. So let's finish this up. So I wrapped up the max hangs. I think I'm gonna call it right at 22.5 kg, so very nearly 50 pounds. On that last go around, my fingers were like starting to open right at the last second, so that's like the mark for failure, because you're not supposed to hang open hand. So now I need to do the repeaters. You're supposed to do it with 60% of your max load, which for me, I just did the math really quick. That would mean that I would have to take off 32 pounds of body weight, which there's no pulley system here. So I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with that. Really, I just can't do anything, because a resistance band wouldn't give me like equal force distribution or anything, so it would be really inconsistent. So I think what I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna upsize the edge to a bigger one, and then do it at body weight. So let's find a nice comfy edge to do these repeaters on, get it done, and then do some actual climbing maybe. So I just wrapped up doing the repeater portion of the exercise. I actually made it through 94 seconds, I think. I just used the camera and like counted back and did this time subtraction. I started feeling pretty pumped there at the end, and then called it when I could see my left hand beginning to open. So yeah, that counted as failure. So 91 seconds. I'm not sure if I made it easy enough or not, because I wasn't like super pumped, and I think like you're supposed to feel more pumped, which is I guess like lower intensity exercise, like adding up. But we'll leave it at that. I'll go home, think about it more. Maybe if I need to come back and try it again with a bigger edge or something, I'll do that. but I think this should be good, and maybe I can email the support guys at Lattice and ask them. So now that that's all done, I'm gonna do some shoulder stuff and then head upstairs and maybe do a little bit of climbing. So let's get it. Okay everyone, so I'm wrapping up the session now. Did the lattice testing, then I did a little bit of bouldering. Wasn't feeling too strong after trying, I guess, pretty hard on the test, which I mean makes sense. So then I came back downstairs to the training area and did some like cool down / like some of my elbow rehab exercises just to make sure that everything's still nice and in place. And I think when I get back to I'm about to head back to the apartment. When I get there, I'll do some like tendon scraping and stuff like that, just to make sure everything's like still in place and set up to recover properly. So let's get back over there because I am so damn hungry. I've not eaten since like 7 this morning. It's almost noon. Rode my bike all the way here. It was kind of an adventure, like finding its way here without actively using GPS, having to stop and like check every like so often. But now that I know the way, hopefully it'll be a little bit quicker ride back. We can go get some grub because I am starving. Everyone, so it's been a couple hours since we talked. I'm now walking to the library, gonna do some editing, use the Wi-Fi to upload the video. But I was pretty tired earlier, so I just took a nap. But now walking up to meet Evan, maybe get some coffee. But yeah, it's a beautiful night out. I think it'll take a while before I get tired of looking at this bridge with all the cool lights, because it's just pretty sick. So if you get tired of it, definitely let me know, because it'll probably be a mainstay in the video. Because I think it's a mainstay of like Brisbane landmarks for sure. So, and right now they have the lights set up changing. It's like, just a cool bridge, you know? Just a cool bridge. But yeah, we're gonna watch the library, and I'll see you in a few. I wasn't able to get it on video, but they have the biggest bats I've ever seen in my life here. Like, just imagine your average sized small dog just like swooping through the air. I'll try to get a video of one at some point, but it's just pretty absurd. The first time I saw one, I thought it was a bird. We were climbing KP and I was like, oh, there's a bird up there in that tree. And the girl next to me goes, oh no, that's a bat. And I was like, holy cow. Yeah, it's pretty shocking, but also so cool. I think it's so interesting seeing all the different animals here that everyone else finds like extremely mundane because they see them all the time. But for me, it's like every day I'm like walking through the zoo pretty much, which is kind of cool. Speaking of all the animals, I guess this is just their local version of a raccoon maybe, because he's hanging out by the trash can. What's up, buddy? Oh, he's so unafraid of me, and I don't know if I should be afraid or not. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. I'm sure people who actually know what that is are probably maybe watching this video and just being like, wow, that guy, giant wuss. But when you have no clue what an animal is and it starts coming up to you, generally I'd say a good survival instinct is to be slightly weary. Especially, I guess, animals like that typically in the US at least, their equivalent are known for like having rabies and other stuff like that. But it was cute. I really wanted to cuddle it, but just too big of a risk to take on a random animal in the park at night.